Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to episode 84 of Europa Universalis 4 as the Ottomans. We are rapidly approaching the end of the game now. I was trying to wipe out all of Austria. I'm not too sure that that's going to happen, although the Commonwealth are currently at war with them, and Spain. So Austria might still fall. There obviously is a little bit of a space. The problem is I wouldn't give Austria military access, so they can't get through to help these guys. I'm almost tempted to let them, actually. Can I just offer you military access? I don't have a free diplomat. Let's bring you back from Brandenburg. Let's give Austria that military access, just so that their armies can fight with Spain's armies. Let's get everybody fighting each other. There we go. You can have military access now. Or are they just going to run away? Of course, that also means that now Spain can come through and siege these out, so... But at least it'll be Austria gone, right? That was the challenge. Get rid of Austria. That's the consort. The consort has died. Yep, so now the Commonwealth are going to come in and take these last two... siege these last two provinces. But again, the Commonwealth is also in the coalition against us. But we're rivaled, so that's probably always going to be the case. Let's go back to improving relationships with Brandenburg. Can we try and force them to break an alliance? They'd actually be willing to do it. I keep forgetting we're a great power and we can force alliances to break. We could almost, very, very almost... It's the relative strength of the coalition that is the problem. I guess what we could do is we could go to France and ask France to break their alliance with the Papal State. No, they would say no. Wow. Because they're also a great power. Yeah, that's fine. That's a shame. I was thinking if we could break that alliance, it would make it easier. Was that the heir? Is the game going to do that thing to me again where, yeah, it's killed off the consort and the heir? Game really doesn't like me, does it? I don't like this embezzler thing. That needs to go away. A new heir. Well, they're all a bit crap, aren't they? So that would be 11. That was only going to be 4. Yeah, so we take the 11. There we go. There's the Christmas music again. I can hear it already. So let's go on to the next track. I'm just interested to see if it gets taken out of the playlist in February. I understand it's starting at the beginning of December, but the fact that it's in there all the way through... Ah, Brandenburg has left the coalition. Excellent. So once people start leaving the coalition, then things will work out for us. So who else is in here that we could possibly get rid of? Munster. That's a lot of aggressive expansion, I'll grant you that one. Who else do we have? Switzerland. Come on, Switzerland. You're supposed to love everybody. Let's go ahead and improve relations. So like I was saying, people often think that when you've got a tiny little nation in the coalition that've got like 1, 2, 3 provinces, that they're not worth getting out because they're not going to make any difference to the coalition, which in some cases can be true. But what you've got to remember is that if you've got a little province, a little nation, a one-province nation in the coalition, they can actually declare war on you. They can trigger the coalition war. Coalition war can be aggressive. And if there's one little nation that's had their eye on your provinces for a while and they've had no way to attack you because they're too small, being part of a coalition sometimes is too much for them to resist. So if you actually remove all of these little nations from the coalition, then that's less likely to happen. And also, every individual nation that you remove from the coalition, even if it's just a single province nation, you're removing relative strength of the coalition. And the weaker the relative strength of the coalition is, the more likely other people are to leave. Although Tria's just entered into the coalition against us, so that's not too great. So you just get people out and then you get more people in, which is the problem. But our rivals are pretty much always going to be the problem here. So, is Bavaria not actually in the coalition? I suppose we were just in a war with them, weren't we? Because we were in that war with the Netherlands, so that got Bavaria out of the coalition. That kind of makes sense. So we have a truce against Memmingen. As soon as the truce is up, though, they'll leave the coalition. They'll join the coalition. So we have a choice. We can either truce break. We can either truce break, or we can wait for them to not be in the truce, in which case they'll join the coalition. So it doesn't really help. Don't need the manpower. Don't want to lose the prestige or the piety. So we'll go for that option. Well, we're making money. We've got a decent-sized army. Diplomat in Austria was discovered. Do we have enough to fabricate? No, we do not. That said, I mean, there might not be an awful lot left of Austria by the time that this is over. Do you mind not attritioning my armies here, Austria? That would be fantastic. Same goes for you, there, Commonwealth. I don't like the new... Well, actually, I do and I don't at the same time like the change they made to open borders, where if you give open borders to one side of a war, the other side gets open borders as well. It's like, just because I let Austria walk through my lands doesn't mean I let the Commonwealth and Spain walk through my lands, yet they can now freely march through because Austria have the access. Come on, Austria, you can probably take that. Your military tech... oh, you're both 29. Although, what idea groups do you have? You've got offensive, you've got 7 in offensive, so you've got full offensive, full defensive. Commonwealth has got full offensive, full defensive. You're both pretty evenly matched. So I'm not too sure where you're buggering off to all the way down there, but fine. Okay. Austria is almost fully sieged. In fact, they've only got 1 province left. I wish I could tell how close... Oh, we can tell how close it is to falling. 21% chance that this falls. And if that does fall, then Austria will be fully sieged. And, no, Spain got a disease outbreak there, so that didn't help them much. Papal State are all over the place. Papal State are actually at war with Genoa, interestingly enough. Do we still have our truce with Genoa? We do, until 77. Which is quite some time away. So if we were to declare war, yeah, France would still come in. And of course the whole coalition, because you are part of the coalition. Which is annoying. It's a shame there isn't some way of getting around the coalition. It'd be nice if there was like a special CB for a very specific reason that might allow you to actually declare war against someone who had a coalition without triggering it. Of course, there are ways around it. If they've got an ally that isn't part of the coalition, you can always declare war on them. But Wurzburg, unfortunately, is part of the coalition, so that trick ain't going to work out for us. Austria is now fully sieged. Austria is 100% sieged, and there was a peace deal there. Ostermark and Linz was taken by the Commonwealth. The other provinces were not, though. So Austria is very, very small now. Saxony has left the coalition. Here we go. The coalition is going to start to break up now. So if we wanted to take out what was remaining of Austria now... 51%. Austria is getting much smaller. Royal marriage from Crimea. There we go. Yeah, we just need more of this coalition to go away. Brandenburg. Brandenburg like me. Brandenburg not in the coalition anymore. We could intervene in wars between Scandinavia and Spain, the Commonwealth. No, not really. You're not going to get military access. Recall the diplomat from Switzerland. So did Brandenburg actually leave the coalition? Guaranteed by the Commonwealth. Wow. Yeah, Brandenburg are no longer in the coalition. See, with Brandenburg out, that makes life a lot easier. Switzerland still don't like me. And they desire Tyrol. We still have a lot of aggressive expansion with them. Memmingen, you dislike me greatly as well. Let's go ahead and improve relations, because it might stop these guys from joining the coalition once the truce wears off. I'd love to be able to attack Spain or somebody, but yeah, just the fact that they're in the coalition is so annoying. Ansbach, Anhalt, Scandinavia, Munster. Where's Austria in that list? Okay, we've got a truce. Is Austria's not part of the coalition anymore? I suppose that's because we have a truce still, yeah. But again, France would still come in on their side. So that doesn't actually help me in any way, shape or form. And we can declare the war on... Oldenburg's entered the coalition, great. Could declare the war on Genoa once the truce is up. France would not come in on their side. We'd have to be quick. Really, really quick to try that trick. The truce is up in August 77. So we've still got 3 years before we can do that. Anyway, that's annoying. I'm just trying to find... I mean, this is the diplomacy side of EU4. Just trying to find ways that you can sneakily attack people. Lost to CB. Ulm... See, Ulm has a positive opinion, even though they are outraged. What is our improved relations with you? 91. We'll just keep trying to top some of these off where we can. Knock all of these little nations out. But it's good that Brandenburg aren't in anymore. What about Saxony? Saxony isn't in the coalition. Saxony's also Catholic. Bremen. Bremen's Protestant. If we declared war on Bremen... Oh, hang on. Hang on a minute. We can declare a war on Bremen. Bremen are Catholic, which means that France would not defend them. France would come in on our side, and that would put us at war with Austria. Well, I guess we're doing that then. So, we're not even bothered about Bremen. What we want to do here is just go and take out Austria. So, you guys get... Oh, I'm so excited. You guys get over there. You guys get over there. You guys get over into Vienna with you guys. And you can march over here with your 3-star general. And we'll go kick some Austrian butt. So at least we will be able to actually get rid of Austria. Let's go and march everybody over here. They'll probably arrive at different times, but it really doesn't make any difference. So we'll be able to get rid of Austria. And again, this will just make the coalition even worse because we're going to take a load more aggressive expansion. But the point is we will get rid of Austria. And hopefully France will just go and deal with Bremen. Ulm, we might as well recall the diplomat because we're about to get a load more aggressive expansion. Not too sure where you guys are heading. You're probably going to try and come over here to Baden, which is fine. Let's go ahead and put some extra bodies on some of these provinces just to try and get them to fall faster. We'll drop you into Pest because you can quickly siege that out. Here comes Crimea. Yeah, so Austria's going all the way over here to sit in that province, which France might even take, to be honest. So these should fall relatively quickly. Yeah, France is going to get work done up there. There we go. Ulm's actually left the coalition. Why is Munster in this war? And for some reason, it did seem to bring in most of... I don't even know what happened there. It brought a load of other people in, and I do not know why. But I see you over there, Munster. I mean, we'll separate piece out Austria first anyway. Austria's our sort of primary target here, so... Knowing the AI, he's going to go and try and siege out Crimea, which is all the AI ever seems to do. And I'm hoping France will actually throw most of their bodies at the problem and save me having to do it with mine. But yeah, it won't take long for Austria to fall. I'm almost convinced they're just going straight after Crimea. Have we lost another flipping general? The game really hates me having 4 generals. You're not brilliant. You want to come down this way, do you? That is absolutely fine. Few more coming in from up there, actually. Almost like he suddenly decided to change his mind there. We've won this siege. That's fantastic. Let's go ahead and get our 3-star general over there as well. And you can start moving over here to provide some more bodies in this direction. Oh, look, they're marching back. I think they're just going to try and combine their forces there. But that'll be fine. You guys might as well get all the way over and fall in there. Did I just see that somewhere's just become under the occupation of Anhalt? Oh yes, just this one up here. Well, that's fine. Because I am going to come over there and kick your teeth in. Merchant Guild Estate, that's fine. Yeah, they're over here sieging out Crimea. So they always go for Crimea. Poor Crimea. What's Crimea ever done? Crimea have been a loyal march in this entire game. I mean, they've only got 24k troops or thereabouts, which compared to the number I've got is like nothing at all. But they've always been loyal. They've got involved in every single war, and they've always come and sort of helped with the fights. Cannot complain at all about their dedication in this. So let's just march through. We'll recall the diplomat from Memmingen. We can take another admin tech. Yeah, we won't be unbalanced, so let's go ahead and do it. It does give us another idea group, actually. So here's the thing. We're already working on a military idea group. We've got probably too many. Probably won't even let us have another military idea group. Yeah, we've got too many. So we either go for another Diplo or another admin. We're already kind of struggling for admin points. Although influence ideas might not be too bad. It's a little bit pointless this late in the game though. Most of them are. Let's just go for trade. Just to make sure we've got some money coming in. Like I said, it is a little bit pointless this late in the game. And let's just go and keep kicking the snot out of these armies. We'll move you up here. Don't know where that other army went, but it'll be fine. Well, somebody's already committed to moving into this this tile, so... Oh, would you look at that? We're actually just stack wiping stuff all over the place. I'm not even going to stress over it. So, provinces are falling. This one has fallen, so you guys move out of there before you get all the attrition in the world. That one has fallen to France. We literally just have Vienna to go. Ansbach want to peace out. Receive peace. They are negotiating for the following terms. We negotiate on behalf of our entire alliance. Oh, they are merely negotiating for themselves. They want to give us war reps. Okay. It's just got one person out of the war. That's fine. You guys have got that siege, so get out of there. Let's unpause. Again, Austria now just down to Vienna. Although we don't have anybody in there with any siege, which is partly the problem. Does one of you guys have... You don't have a leader. What you do, you have one siege. Let's get you in there. And let's just split the army up so we're not taking massive amounts of attrition. And you've got an army up there, have you? That's where you were heading, was it? Let's bring you down in this direction. You can do the unsieging. We'll very easily be able to beat this army. They are going to grab one of my forts, which is annoying. But, again, can't really do anything about that. Oh no, they're actually moving on. I think it's because Crimea is heading back towards them. We are getting a fair bit of attrition there. Let's go ahead and take one of the 32 stacks that doesn't have a leader, which will be you. Let's get you well out. So we can invest in a new idea. So we could go straight the way and grab ourselves the global trade power. But we are a little bit behind in tech. Not massively behind in tech, though, actually. I think the trade power is probably going to serve us better. So let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, you're really sort of backing off now, which is good. And we have the final province from Austria. So let's go to Austria. We'll sue for peace. We are going to take both of those provinces. That province, that province, that province. And I'm tempted to just turn this... Well, France have already got that one siege, so let's just give it to France. I'm happy doing that, to be honest. So France can have that. There's no point taking any war reps, because, of course, they're not in the war anymore. And, oh no, they actually wouldn't say yes to that. Negative 37, length of war. Okay, well, we can wait a little bit longer. There's no rush. I guess we could try and piece some other people out of the war. Anhalt, you would be willing to get out of this for just money? And war reps, maybe? Yeah. Okay, there's Anhalt out of the war. Price of wool goes down, cotton goes up. Yeah, sure. That's until the end of the game. So there's another one out. And all of this is weakening the alliance, which makes it easier for Bremen. Bremen's at me. Well, Bremen's the war leader. Alsace we could possibly get out. No, they wouldn't even wipe peace at the moment. Negative 10. Your options are getting limited, though. Yeah, I was going to say, stop attritioning me. Your options are getting limited here, Austria. Negative 33. What about if we didn't take the money from you? Still negative 33, which means we might as well take the money. Now, that would give us another 97 aggressive expansion. And while that does make it difficult for me to take Spain, not Spain, Italy, which was my sort of secondary sort of objective, it does actually get rid of Austria, which is the primary objective here. But I'm going to end the video there anyway, because we've gone over the 20-minute mark. When we come back next time, hopefully we'll conclude this war and wipe Austria off the map. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are still enjoying EU4 as the Ottomans. I'll see you on the next video. And until then, goodbye for now.